Welcome to the Sports Minute. If you like the video this evening, please comment and share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Vincent Turner 560 on YouTube. My name is Vincent Turner. And this evening I have a college football preview video, the biggest game in the Southeastern Conference this week, and one of the biggest games on a national scale. The Georgia Bulldogs traveling up in Knoxville, Tennessee, and play my man, my boys, the Tennessee Volunteers. What a football game we're going to expect on Saturday. And it's so early in the season, it's a college football playoff game. Huge implications. The winner of this game is going to be really up there in the rankings. The loser, the room of error is going to be real small. And this series is very special. Georgia's dominated the last 10 years since Kirby Smart has been the head coach at a level that's just kind of not acceptable in the city of Knoxville, Tennessee, in the state of Tennessee. But I'm going to tell you what, before I talk about both teams this evening and the keys to the game, 1968 is a special part in my life because that's when I first understood what this series meant. ABC, the year 1968, the game of the week, Tennessee playing Georgia. And what's so significant about that game is that Tennessee installed new AstroTurf. And I think about the Georgia Bulldogs, that team made up of Bill Stanfield, Jake Scott, Mike Kevin, my man Steve Greer playing the defensive tackle position. Then Tennessee had Steve Canner, Bubba Weiss, the first African-American player at the University of Tennessee, Lester McLean. And that game ended up in a 17-17 tie. And I remember Jake Scott taking a punt return back in the fourth quarter, 90 yards to tie that game up. Or actually, yes, to tie that game up. Excuse me. This is an outstanding series, border wars, because Tennessee comes on the state of Georgia, and they've gotten a lot of players out of here to play for the great school up there in Knoxville. But let's talk about the game on Saturday. The Tennessee Volunteers. I want to take my hats off to Josh Heupel, the head coach, former quarterback of Boomer Sooner University of Oklahoma. When you took the job, I didn't know nothing about you on this level, but man, you restored Tennessee football program back to Providence. You put them on a level that we should be, the University of Tennessee. Let's start with the quarterback position. Nico I'm going to call him that this evening, decided, I don't know if he wanted more money, whatever happened. He's out there in L.A. at UCLA and things are not going good for him. But I tell you, the young man you got from Appalachian State, Joey Aguilera. Boy, he has been special this year. 535 yards, 5 touchdowns. Star Thomas, the transfer that came over from Duke, has looked real good. Deshaun Bishop, 152 yards on the ground. But most of all, Chris Brazil, the transfer from Tulane, 14 receptions, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Brandon Staley, former 4-star recruit out of South Carolina, 9 receptions, 134 yards on the year, and 1 touchdown. But weirdly, where the Volunteers have really improved, it's been on the defensive side of the ball. Tim Banks, the D coordinator, I got to give you a lot of love. Boo Carter, I'm so grateful you didn't transfer in our season because you're one of the best two-way players in the country and you're one of the best defensive players in the country. Matter of fact, let me throw that out of the way. You might be the best defensive player in the country at the linebacker and nickel position. And then you got Jalen Murray, that's an excellent football player. And my man, Bryson Eason. You're a pretty good football player too. You had 5 tackles against East Tennessee State. So the Volunteers are coming into this game. Everything is loaded. Everything is to heal except Jamal McCourty, all American cornerback, is still out. But Tennessee is going to be ready to play. Now to the Georgia Bulldogs. When Kirby Smart took the job in 2016, I remember I went on Twitter and wished him God bless. Within 30 minutes, he sent me a text back on Twitter and said, thank you. I knew then that guy was a special type of human being. Plus, I know some former dogs that played with him during his time at Georgia. A coach's son, no nonsense. Then he was a D coordinator at Alabama under Nick Saban. But he's gotten Georgia back to where everybody in the state of Georgia knew they could be at. at a high level, maybe the top program in the country. Because you look at all this talent coming out of the state of Georgia, it's no reason Georgia should be a top 5 program every year. But this year is a little bit different. If the Bulldogs are going to raise it to the next level, it's going to be at the quarterback position in Gunnar Stockton. I don't want to hear about Carson Beck. He's at the University of Miami. But Gunnar Stockton, the thing I worry about him, can he spin it? He's got 417 yards passing this year. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. But for Georgia to really challenge for the national championship, he got to make some plays in the passing game. The Marshall and Austin P games were just tune-ups. But I tell you, Georgia, they got an outstanding running back in Nate Frazier, the guy out of California. But the player that I'm scared of if I'm a Tennessee fan and the rest of the SEC, we talk about Ryan Williams being the most explosive player in the SEC from the University of Alabama. Then we talk about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State. But Zachariah Branch out of USC, transfer to Georgia. I'm saying to myself, how did they pull that off? Go back and watch the Marshall game. He took that short pass, 60 yards down the sideline. I'm thinking on Saturday, he's going to make some plays. Everybody's going to say, That's why he was the #1 recruit in the country as an athlete. He is a special player, man. Then you look at the defensive side of the ball. Kirby Smart is going to still keep pumping players into the NFL, and he got some on the defensive side. Remember this, Kirby Smart has put Jalen Carter in the NFL, Jordan Davis in the NFL, Nakobe Dean in the NFL, Trayvon Walker in the NFL. Come on, man. Come on. Malachi Starks in the NFL. Come on, brother. He got some very NFL talent over there right now. C.J. Allen is going to be playing in the league. Raylon Wilson going to be playing in the league. Chris Cole might be the best player of all the people on the defensive side of the ball. He's going to be the next great pass rusher. And K.J. Bolden is a starting to make it. The Dogs are going to play defense. And Saturday, what's going to be so amazing, it's 2 keys to me to this football game. Which quarterback is going to have a better game? But I think Gunnar Stockton has got to make some plays in the passing game. And which defense is going to come up to par and play at the level that we know they can play as a top 25, let me scratch that, a top 5 defense in the country. It's going to be a hell of a football game. Calhoun's on the river is going to be rocking in Knoxville. The boats are going to be coming down the river, the Tennessee River. 110,000. It's going to be electric. Smokey against Uga. Smokey against Uga. Very close football game. But I hate to say it, I think the Dogs are going to win a close one, 20-17. Even though I'm a great University of Tennessee fan, I think Georgia just has a little more grit, and I think their defense is a little bit better. And when you got a player by the name of Zachariah Branch that can make plays anytime in the game, in the special teams game, and on the outside playing receiver in the slot, that really makes you a favorite in this football game. Mr. Branch is going to be the best player on the field. And I'm assuming Mike Bobo, the offensive coordinator, is going to get the ball in his hands quite a bit. Go back and look at the game film, what he did at USC with Caleb Williams. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Vincent Turner 560. I'm Vincent Turner. It's been a pleasure this evening. To the people in Knoxville, Calhoun's on the river, the Tennessee River, the boats, y'all enjoy that football game on Saturday afternoon on ABC. My famous words, and you know what I'm getting ready to say. Warriors come out to play. Uga, Smokey, woof, woof.